Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 5, Game 2. It's the Crimson Knights here at their home court against the KoKo's of SHae. If you, ladies and gentlemen, do not remember, these two teams originally played in the third place match of the Kina Invitational not even a couple of days ago. So that's a little bit of something. And, honestly forgot these two teams' records, so I'm going to go try to look. The Crimson Knights are looking for their second win inside the season, as they're currently 1-3 off the season, and the KoKo's of SHae are currently 2-2 on the season, so they're even looking to go for their third win and give the Crimson Knights their fourth loss. Here's the thing for the Crimson Knights: if they do tend to lose, if they lose, they only can win these next 3 games, and if they don't, if they even lose one game, they probably won't have a chance of making the tournament. But that depends how low the bar drops for the tournament, as you have 2 play-in games, and then that's it. After those 2 play-in games, we can officially start the tournament. The tournament is a single elimination, not a double elimination, no series games. So, I guess, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, now at Wasteland, Crimson Knights home court, let's go ahead and get this game started. And here goes this team's little rematch, as Saturday they played against each other. They were the first game on Saturday, as they were the third place match of the Kina Invitational. I truthfully can't remember who won, but I am pretty positive it was the KoKo's of SHae. So the Crimson Knights are hoping to enact revenge against the KoKo's of SHae. And let me be fair, I think Wasteland is a absolutely amazing looking, not beautiful, but absolutely amazing looking home court. And it's Armstrong putting up the first goal for the Crimson Knights against the KoKo's of SHae. Now 1-0, 4:29 left on the clock as we see it here. Let's go ahead and name off our players as we go into the second tip with 4:29 left on the clock. For the Crimson Knights, you have Armstrong, Chipper, Foamer, and Sabretooth. And for the KoKo's of SHae, you have Cougar, Shepherd, Boomer, and Sultan. That ball goes over on the KoKo's of SHae side as the Crimson Knights are looking for their next goal. Chipper sends it up, and Sabretooth is able to carry that in there. Sultan might have been able to just barely get the save. But let me just say something. That is some defense you cannot put up to start the match. 4:19 left on the clock, 2-0. Here's the third tip. That ball's going to shoot over into the KoKo's of SHae side once again. Boomer will carry it down into the KoKo's of SHae side. Trying to put the shot up is Sultan. Sultan's able to just squeegee it in there into the corner. Nice assist by Shepherd. I think Shepherd was the last one to send that ball up, and Sultan was just able to get it down the corner way past Sabretooth. So 2-1, 4:03 left on the clock as we go here into the fourth tip. I thought my mic was muted for a second. Now it's going to be like, oh no, a whole entire minute of just not me talking, which doesn't sound that bad. But I think what I might do for Season 4 is probably like a preseason tournament. I mean, I probably won't commentate it. It'll just be no commentary. Season 4 preseason tournament or something like that. I probably should have done that a little while ago. Here goes Boomer, tying up the game for the KoKo's of SHae. Now 2-2, going into the fifth tip now with 3:29 left on the clock. Tied game. Anyone shot here, Shepherd sent it out just for Boomer to get that easy shot. 2-2, 3:29. Here we go. Fifth tip is now live. Anyone can grab it. Who's gonna grab it? It's going to be the KoKo's of SHae immediately sending it over on the Crimson Knights side. KoKo's of SHae now are trying to, I don't even know what Cougar was doing there, trying to hit some breakdance moves. I don't even know. It looked funny, though. Cougar sending up the shot. I'm sorry, Cougar, that I was mocking your amazing breakdancing moves. Cougar just hits up that shot. 2-3. And the KoKo's of SHae. Oh, man. I'm yawning like crazy. the KoKo's of SHae will take the lead for the first time in the game. 3:16 left on the clock, and that sixth tip is going to go over into the KoKo's of SHae side. Cougar sends it up. Boomer sends it away. Now on the Crimson Knights side, one of the KoKo's of SHae players is trying to find something to do. 50-50, ultimately won by a Crimson Knights player, but Sultan with a nice little save. Cougar now has control of the ball, sending it over, almost over Chipper. Now sends it over Chipper and Sabretooth. It's Sultan. Foamer, I don't know how he didn't get the save for that. I guess Rocket League isn't handing out saves anymore for actual saves. Cougar trying to send it down. Sultan, 50-50s, that ball's up in the middle. I don't know what Foamer thought the ball. I think Shepard might have just faked out Cougar. It might have been the first time we've seen one of those. Not Cougar, but maybe Chipper. Boomer going for a long shot. Shepard puts it in there to get it past Chipper. And now it's 4-2. The KoKo's of SHae's own 2-point deficit going into the now 7th tip with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left on the clock here. What can we look forward to? Well, as soon as week 7 starts, you may want to get your stuff into... Well, actually, let me put it like this. Once week 6 starts, you want your team to immediately start getting stuff into gear. Like, immediately. They cannot let up. They cannot fall down. They have to immediately get it done, and get it done now. I guess I got some pretty good rhymes. You know, there's not a single team that has a perfect record, nor there is a single team that doesn't have a single win, so I guess it's something here for any team. Armstrong trying to carry down. Sultan sends it away to make, I don't know, Armstrong hit it off the crossbar. Trying to send it past Shepard, trying to get a good shot off. No clean shots open for Shepard as he didn't have any boosts to get down there. Shepard sends it up into the wall. It's now up in the air. Cougar's there to send it. Armstrong will put it up in the air now in the left corner. The Crimson Knights really need to get something started. I guess adding these new teams have really not brought a lot of light. I guess I'm speaking too soon. Or maybe I'm not. But adding these new teams has just been basically almost free wins for some other teams. But I can't say the same for the Beat Tapes as they lost 7-3 yesterday. But remember the Beat Tapes. Can always strike back because they do have 2 wins. Boomer sending down a far shot. Foamer will save it. The Crimson Knights really need to put it into gear right now. Cougar sends it back. 50-50 between Sultan and Armstrong. It looks like Sultan will win that one as it goes up into the air. And the Reds are making its way. Cougar sends the shot, but Sabretooth with a nice save. It's up in the air. Boomer trying to put it up. Misses the shot. They really need to capitalize off of these missed shots because it's really just been stuck over here for the past minute and a half. Sabretooth sends it down. Pretty sure that was Shepard. Or no, that's Boomer who puts the final nail in the coffin. 5-2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is probably it for the Crimson Knights. They will lose 5-2. 0 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock as we go now into the 8th tip. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Probably the last look at this game. Crimson Knights immediately sending the ball down into the KoKo's of SHae side, just winning one more last chance to get the ball to do something. And Boomer will send it up over a Crimson Knights player to end the game. The KoKo's of SHae will win, ladies and gentlemen. Boomer is your MVP with 390 scored, 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, and 4 shots. What a nice play by the KoKo's of SHae to come back from a 2-point deficit. Let's get into the after-game talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not sure how long that low battery 20% has been there, but I do apologize. I think I've been lucking out with them being at the near end of the game, but to be fully honest, you didn't miss much. So I guess that's going to be a little KKRLA fail because I guess, you know, I should have been... Oh my gosh, my charger's stuck. I don't know how it's stuck, but it is. Ah, that's why it's stuck. I got it now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that a low battery 10% was blocking your view, but nothing to do about it now. Let's get into the offensive and defensive talks. The KoKo's SHae's offense really put it into gear in the last couple of seconds to bring in the final nail to the coffin and a 2-point comeback, winning 5-2 over the Crimson Knights. The KoKo's SHae's defense played pretty well near the end, trying to keep the Crimson Knights away from any shots, but they were a bit poor near the start before the 4-minute mark actually happened. The Crimson Knights offense played pretty nice, capitalizing off some KoKo's SHae's missed plays and miscommunications, but deteriorated like rust, and their defense just really wasn't it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this. I hope to see you tomorrow. And also, I keep forgetting to mention their ranks. The KoKo's SHae is currently number 8 in the net ranking, and the Crimson Knights are currently 14 in the net ranking. Youch. That's going to be a sad loss for them. Make sure to catch me tomorrow to see the non-beaters versus the song mixers. And then make sure to catch the Crimson Knights next week against the Beat Tapes. And then make sure to catch the KoKo's SHae next week against the Crusaders. So, yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.